Did you know that the Feast of Tabernacles, it's the only passage in the Old Testament that also refers to the wild and to the noble olive branches? Now we do know from the epistle of Paul to the church in Rome that Paul is referring to the Gentile and the Jewish, the Messianic church, as those wild and noble olive branches that are all part of this one tree of God, the people of God. Well, the noble branches, of course, are the Jewish people, the people of the covenant, and the Gentiles are referred to as wild olive branches that have been late in time grafted into this olive tree. Now, the Bible tells us in the book of Nehemiah, this was around 500 years before Paul was speaking about those two types of olive branches, that in the time of Nehemiah, the people of Israel started to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. And then he says, the Bible says something very interesting, that when Nehemiah instructed the people to build those sukkahs, those tabernacles, those flimsy booths where they should live for the entire week of tabernacles, he says, now proclaim and publish it in your towns, and in Jerusalem go out to the hills and bring branches of the olive and the wild olive tree, myrtle and palm and other leafy trees to make booths, as it is written. It's quite interesting, and later on in the chapter, in Nehemiah chapter 8, it says, from the days of Joshua, the man who brought Israel into the land, they never celebrated the Feast of Tabernacles in such a fullness. But what is quite amazing here is that Nehemiah instructed the people to go out into the forest and bring two types of olive branches, the wild and the noble olive branch, in order to build the sukkah for Sukkot. In a way, you can say that the time of Nehemiah was a prophetic foreshadow for the time to come. He, in a way, in the spirit already saw that one day God will build a global tabernacle of people from all tribes and nations that would worship God in this tabernacle and recognize Him as the creator of the world. And with this, I want to invite you to join us at the Feast of Tabernacles this year. This will be an amazing time where you can worship and join us in this global tabernacle right here in Jerusalem, where we expect again people from more than 100 nations, wild and noble olive branches, coming together here in Jerusalem to worship the King of Israel, the King of the world, the creator of heaven and earth. You will be worshiping together with Jews and Gentiles. You will hear messages from local Israeli pastors and from pastors from around the world. You will be worshiping God, led by worship teams right here from the land, but also international worship team. I guarantee you it will be an unforgettable time here in Jerusalem as you experience the presence of God in this truly global tabernacles of wild and noble olive trees. I look forward to seeing you at the Feast of Tabernacles.